Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're working on this 2026 Tundra, and we've got a OEM tailgate turn signal light bar. So this is going to add a brake light, a turn signal, a running light, and a reverse light. The reason it's in two pieces is because we've got the spare tire access point right here, and so once we put this on, it actually goes right on either side of that spare tire release point right here. So we are going to mount this left side, which is a little bit longer. It's got the driver's side turn signal and the reverse light in the middle on this side, and on this side we're going to get the passenger side turn signal. So these are plug and play on these Tundras. It's an OEM kit, which is really pretty cool. It's got the Toyota logo here. We're gonna show you underneath the truck where it's gonna plug in. It's actually just gonna tap into the 7-pin harness on the back, and then pretty much plug and play. So there's a few clips that are gonna go on this piece of metal right here, and then there's some adhesive on the back. You're just gonna clip that on and then snap in the light bar. Pretty easy. Toyota was nice enough to include about 70 zip ties so that you can clean this all up, and then they've got their massive, over-engineered, of course, huge LED driver, and then our 7-pin connector splitter from the tow package. You're just gonna split off the tow package, and then you got your left and right connectors here, and that's it. So let's get to it. All right, so a few tools we're gonna need today. We're gonna use a step bit, maybe, if the hole lines up. We got these little snips we're gonna use for the zip ties, needle nose pliers to release some clips, and then we got our 13 millimeter socket with an extension. Before we get started, we're going to clean the area a little bit because we are using adhesive. Want to make sure that we have a nice clean area to work with. So we're just gonna hit this metal bar right here with some glass cleaner. So this guy drove about 500 miles to get to us from up in northern Idaho, which is pretty cool. Heard good things about Rave Off-Road and decided I'm gonna drive all the way down, make a little road trip out of it. So we just finished up a grill kit up front. Did a rigid light bar, let's go check it out. We got our Pro grill kit with our Elite Series marker lights, and then we did the Westcott bracket with the rigid 20-inch bar. We also popped in some rigid fog lights, and this is a really cool setup. The rigid logo actually lights up with the marker lights. So since this is white, he decided to do the white marker lights up top. All right, so we got our adhesive clip here. Just gonna pull this off. And then this is going to clip onto the bottom with the clips facing out, and we're gonna put it so that the two edges of this bar have a mounting point, so kind of close to this bolt here, and then the other one will go somewhat over here, so probably about 2 inches in on either side away from the edges, and that'll give us a nice mounting point. So I'm gonna place it with my left hand here and then reach up underneath the bumper with my right hand to help support and then push it up. There are a bunch of harnesses in the way, so it's a little tricky, but all right, so we got the first side in. Man, that ain't going anywhere. So we'll grab our second side and do the same thing. Make sure we give ourselves room again, so probably about out here. Okay, you won't be able to see this on camera, but there's a piece of the truck that is really close to these two bars, and I'll just run my finger along it. You can tell it's pretty high here, and then it starts to dip down right there. So we were able to get this clip in just fine, but to get the next one in, we're gonna have to install it way over here and then slide it over. And so you're gonna wanna leave the adhesive on so that it can slide freely. And then once you have it in place, you'll peel this back a little bit and then remove the adhesive. So I'm actually gonna get started by sliding it over to the spare tire spot. That way I can get a good grip on the adhesive backing. And And then we're gonna leave it away from the truck, slide it over, pop it up. All right, same thing over here. We do have that that piece that's gonna dip down, so we can start with this side. So again, we're just leaving enough space between the bolt and the edge of this clip. Make sure we can fit this end cap in. So that's gonna work great right there. Okay, and then these next ones, we're gonna leave the backing on and get them started on this corner. And then slide it over. Peel off the backing. So we also have this middle piece with the Toyota logo. Want to make sure we go far enough over to the left so that it's not going to catch that either. You want to put your fourth clip all the way over here first, and then your fifth clip you can slide in. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, so I had to kind of sneak it in up here, which wasn't too bad. So if you do, don't freak out. It's still fixable, but probably would have been easier. Okay, we got all 5 clips set. So now what we can do is go ahead and snap in our first bar. Get our connector down there. Okay, and then let's get our second connector. Thank you. Okay, next we've got our driver. So we're gonna slide under the truck. We noticed that on this truck, there was an extra little connector housing that weren't on the PDF instructions from Toyota. So there, on some trucks, there's this second connector and this little housing right here. We actually had to remove that. So it just slides in here, and there's 2 little push clips that you have to release. And then we're just gonna zip tie this back out of the way over here with the 70 zip ties that Toyota provided. And then our driver, so you've got your bracket here. It's gonna go up over this cross member in between the bed slots and slide into this hole right above the spare tire. You can see it popping through right there. We're gonna grab our bolt and washer from the kit. All right, and then we've got a 13mm head on this X bolt. So we're gonna slide that up and start it finger tight. Okay, kind of an L for Toyota on this one, man. We can't get the screw in because this, I don't know if you can tell, but it just doesn't really line up quite right. So we're gonna grab a step bit and just try to make this hole a little bigger. Otherwise, it's gonna be cockeyed and we're gonna strip a bolt just trying to get in there, which is never fun. So you can see how far off the original Toyota hole was. I'm sure there's some variance in the way the trucks are manufactured, where that bar lines up, where the bed lines up. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad design. But so we moved the hole over a little bit to get this to install correctly. And then now we are going to remove the back side of the 7-pin trailer connector. And then we got the 2 sides that replace it right here. So we'll put that side there, and then this side will go here. Okay, and then got our one side here, and these are different connectors, so you can't get this wrong. So one side is a male, one side's a female. And this side. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn the truck on and test it, and then we'll clean this whole thing up. All right guys, thanks for watching. This is an awesome build. We also threw in a rigid light bar, some of our stealth cool white Elite Series marker lights, and then we got our rigid fog lights up here up front. So really cool build overall. This is an awesome truck. We're excited to get back to the customer. We got all kinds of stuff for 3rd gen Tundras on our website, and if you guys have any questions about this tailgate setup or this front end setup, I'd love to help you out, get you these parts, or help you through your install. So reach out, and thanks for watching.